Good afternoon everyone and welcome to a new video on the channel. It is Wednesday the 20th of April 2022 and tonight I'm heading to Newcastle United versus Crystal Palace in the first ever Premier League game on the channel. So here I'm in Newcastle and going to this game. Newcastle are currently 14th in the Premier League table while Palace are 13. They're both on the same amount of points, although Newcastle have played a game more. It's maybe safe to say now that they're both in a position where they're not going to go down, but they're not going to get into Europe either, so it's maybe could be seen as a bit of a nothing game. But saying that, you can be sure both teams will want to get some good results on the board before the end of the season and build some momentum for the next season. Obviously, it'll be very interesting to see what happens to Newcastle over the next few years. It's a bit ironic that I'm doing this outside of Sports Direct, isn't it? But yeah, obviously they've had the takeover. They invested a lot in the squads in January. At which point, before the January transfer window came, it really wasn't looking good for them. And even with new signs now, it's tough for some to see how they could get out of the relegation battle. But to be fair, they've gone and done that. I think Eddie Howe's doing a pretty decent job, in fairness. This, as it happens, is my first visit to St James's Park since October 2019, where they drew 1-1 with Wolves. It's my first Premier League game since January 2020. To be honest with you, I do prefer non-league. Like, there's no getting away from that. But hopefully it'll be a good night tonight. Apparently, since the takeover, that St James's Park has become a much better place. Like, the atmosphere is much better now. Apparently, that's happened. I think last time I went, it was pretty undeniable that stadium itself maybe wasn't in the best of conditions. It maybe could have done with that bit of TLC. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see if that has happened. So yeah, looking forward to this night. Let's head to St James's Park and find out how it all unfolds. Bit bigger than the sort of ground you'd normally see on this channel, but fingers crossed it will be a good overall night of football. So here come Palace out to warm up. Now here from Newcastle out to warm up. Half-time, Newcastle United 1, Crystal Palace 0. As one-sided a mid-table match as you're ever going to see. Newcastle not really had that many clear-cut chances, but they have had basically all of them. I mean, Palace have had one shot, couldn't get it recorded, but there was a tame effort, to say the least. Easy save for Dubravka. You'd think if it carries on like this, Newcastle go on and win 3, maybe even 4-0 or something like that. So we'll see how the second half goes.
38.
Best chance Palace have had this match. Oh. 3 minutes at a time at the end of this game. I'm not going to lie, this has been the most boring second half ever. Full time, Newcastle United 1, Crystal Palace 0. That second half was basically a reminder of why I watch more non-league football and Premier League through personal choice. It really wasn't that enthralling, was it? I mean, in the first half, it looked as though Newcastle were going to go on and win fairly handsomely, didn't it? I mean, they were deservedly ahead at half-time, and in a way, maybe could have, maybe should have been 2, possibly even 3 up. Then, as for second half, I can't remember them having any attempts on goal whatsoever. I mean, Palace had a lot of the ball in the second half, but were very ineffective with it. I think Wilfried Zaha had a shot that he dragged wide. I think it was 10-15 minutes or so into the second half. Then the only other good chance they had was towards the end of the game. I think it was Zaha again. He had a shot from an angle, but he fired it over. So that just maybe epitomised their night. I think you've got to give credit to Newcastle. I did think they defended quite well tonight. They were very resolute, and you'd have to say if they played that game under Bruce, they probably would have drawn it or possibly even lost it. So maybe is the difference that Eddie Howe is making. But not gonna lie, I thought Palace were very vanilla tonight. Not particularly inspiring at all. But I think all in all, Vieira is doing a decent job there. But that puts Newcastle onto the 40-point mark, and yeah, well, I think both teams are safe now anyway, aren't they? And now Newcastle are possibly even pushing for a top half finish. I don't think anyone saw that coming at Christmas, did they? But anyway, that is that for this video. I'll be back tomorrow, and we're back into non-league. It is the Alnwick Town development team versus Swarland in the Northumberland League Cup. So until then, take care, and I will see you later.